time does not heal any wounds. They say time heals all wounds, but time doesn't heal shit. You can't expect somebody to get over something with time, especially if you're the one that caused the trauma. There's a lot of shit that happened to me in my life that I still haven't even talked about, and I felt like in order for me to heal past that and to get past that, I gotta speak about it and document it so then it can be used for somebody else that's possibly going through the same thing and they can get over it or understand that they're not alone. Because for many years, I definitely felt like I was alone because when my father gave me away, that's when I was sexually assaulted by a fatherless child. So I never brought that up until recently, and I told my father, and he got mad. And now today I'm thinking, how can he get mad when none of that wouldn't have happened if he didn't have to do what he thought at the time he had to do? So you can't think that time is going to heal anything. And you can't think that somebody is going to get over something just because it happened when they were a child. And now, since their brain developed a way to defend them and they developed a way to move in society and to get through in the world, that now you see how they're successful. And then they bring up something that you know and you remember that happened. And then you're mad that they bring it up and they remember it. And now you want to talk about what's going on now and what's happening in their life now. But this didn't just happen to me. This happened when I was under your responsibility and your care. So you never apologized for that. And I understand that men and fathers, they don't say I'm sorry, but men say that shit to women all the time. Men say anything to get pussy, men say anything to fucking do anything because my father married a whole woman that he didn't even fucking know so he can get close to my sister after she went through her situation when she was adopted, given away. So it's like you do all that sacrificing for pussy and you do all that sacrificing for women, but you didn't do no sacrificing for me. So that's why when I went through my situation, I didn't feel like anything was wrong because I thought that everything that was happening, I deserved it. I thought that everything that was happening to me because that's how it was supposed to be in my life. I thought that even when I was small, when I was getting beat for things that I didn't do, and I kept trying to plead my case to my father, and he wasn't ever trying to hear it, I felt like, okay, well, since my father's not trying to hear it, and he's telling me that they said that I did it, so I did it, and I'm like, I didn't do it. They're the ones that did it and blaming it on me. And he's convincing me that, well, if both of them are, it's only three of us. And he's saying if both of them are saying that I did it, how you telling me you didn't do it and I'm supposed to, how am I supposed to believe you telling me you didn't do it when the two of them telling me you did it? I don't know how to fucking answer that question because I'm 5, 6, 7, 4 years old. What child you expect to answer a fucking question that comes with so many words and so many fucking open-ended with so many open-ended answers that you can give to that open-ended question? How you expect a child to answer you and to even understand something that you didn't teach that child? So that child had to learn the hard way. So when children get taken advantage of, it's because they going through things that they feel like nobody's gonna be there to defend them. My father was never there to defend me. My father told me if I ever lost a fight, I was gonna get my ass whooped because he didn't want me to fight in the first place. So when somebody was talking about my mother, I got into a fight. I won and I still got my ass whooped. My father came from Brooklyn to Jersey to beat my ass and then left. And the next time I saw him was for my birthday. And that was after all that shit had transpired because I was only with the person for 9 months. So within those 9 months, all that trauma and all those negative things happening was just the world taking advantage of the child that you abandoned. And you don't want to take responsibility for the abandonment. So now you're going to church and you're praying and you're asking these people for forgiveness and you're asking this invisible man in the sky for forgiveness and you're talking about he's the judge and this, that, and the third. But what about the child who just wants his father to take responsibility for all the shit that he done? Because I took responsibility for all the shit that you did to me, for all the shit that you've caused to happen in my life, and for the fact that you forgot that I was watching you as you got locked up when you called the police on my stepmother because y'all was having a fucking issue or whatever, and she was making threats, and you was making threats to call the police, and then when you called them, they put you in handcuffs and took you away. And I sat there and I watched. You forgot that. When I watched you walk out of my life, you forgot that. But you did it for your selfish reasons. You didn't think about my children, my children. You was thinking me, me. So that's why it's easy for me to think about the planet and the world and the earth and the children because I'm so used to people not thinking about me. I'm so used to people that's supposed to be responsible for me not putting me first, second, third, fourth, or fifth. Because my stepmother had a daughter and she also had a father. So she now has two fathers and a mother. And I only have an absent father and no mother. And the father that I do have is just all tough love and, you know, discipline. I ain't complaining about none of that shit. How the fuck can you complain to the parent that doesn't see you, doesn't hear you, and you feel they don't care about you or they don't like you? So why would you tell them anything? You're gonna have to go find it in somebody else. You're gonna have to go find that somewhere else. You're gonna have to go develop all these issues and fix them yourself by doing your own research and doing your own readings because you know people just take advantage of children because you were taken advantage of. So you don't trust nobody, right? That's why Damian Marley made that song out in the streets. They call it Murder. Welcome to Jamrock, right? That's why Capleton make the music that he make because they understand children. They listen to children and they see children all the time. That's why I make the songs that I make. I probably never have children. I'm the best father, the best uncle, the best brother, the best boyfriend, husband, fiance, all that stuff because I made sure that I was the best version of myself. But I probably never have children because my mother died right after she had me. So I don't know what it's like to have a mother and to have the life that I had. I don't want that for any child. And I've always wanted children. Children, for some reason, children just gravitate towards me. Even on my worst days. And I'll look mad, sad, depressed, whatever. My nephew's still running up to me, trying to be around me, trying to play. Even when I try to ignore them, they always come playing around me, making noise around me so they could get my attention, and it's because I have my great grandmother's nurturing, healing spirit, or it just might be my own nurturing, healing spirit. Because I don't know. I've always hated bullies. And I didn't think that it wasn't a bully that took advantage of me because anybody that takes advantage of anybody is a bully, no matter what the cause, no matter what the reason. And I know for a fact that I'm not gay or I don't like men in that sense. Like I could see a man and I could see one of my brothers and I could say that's a handsome brother or that's a successful brother or that's a good looking brother or whatever, but there won't be nothing sexual attached to that because I'm comfortable with my sexuality, right? From from when I was beginning to be aware of having girlfriends or this, that, and the third. I was open and being comfortable with my sexuality just by getting to know the female, searching up things about, why the girl has the period because I have a sister and I was learning a lot from my sister and I had a stepsister. So I was learning a lot from them. And I had a stepmother and she was teaching me a lot. So and I have all my aunties to thank, for just showering me with so much love and just being the mother figures that I needed in my life growing up because without them I would have turned out worse than my cousins, worse than anybody else in my family. And I had to watch my cousins get spoiled when I was their age, when I was small. And now I'm living in the land that they parents used to go to and send them shit. And I used to watch them wear Jordans and shit like that. Now I got jewelry, I got my own motherfucking shit. And I'm still able to enjoy it, you know? I got dope boy Air Max 95 motherfucking shoes on my feet. I got my own style. I got my own flavor. I got my own flow. I got my own everything. And I learned that from going through the life, suffering through the life that I'm still living. And I want to be a testimony to children that feel like they're alone, that feel like nobody's there, that feel like they can't talk to anybody or they can't go to anybody for anything. And, you know, it's it's not an easy road. I'll say that. It's not an easy road. But if it was an easy road, you wouldn't be alone and you wouldn't be heading towards success. So since it's not an easy road and you are alone, see it as that narrow, dark road that they talk about when they mock us in the Bible and say, narrow and dark is the road that leads to righteousness, and wide is the road and filled with destruction. And that is the road that many find, but dark is the road and narrow is the path that leads to righteousness. You got to forgive, and a part of forgiving isn't for just you. They say forgiveness is for yourself. No, forgiveness is you ascending to that next level. Like that song when they say it's levels to the shit, man, it's levels to everything. Once you learn something, you'll find out that what you just learned, it has an infinite amount of levels to it. So find your path, find something that you love, and find your passion and hone that passion and that gift. Hone it, learn it. Don't enhance it, but you can evolve it. You can level it up. You got muscles. You don't need to put steroids in there. Just lift some fucking weights and level it up. You got an ass, you got abs, you got everything already here. You don't gotta have nobody cut nothing, take nothing out, or put nothing in it. Cause you already got it. Just level it up. It's just gonna take longer. And but you just want to be lazy and you just want it to be handed to you and you want it to be easy, but it's never gonna be easy. It's never gonna be easy. No matter how easy you want it to be. When you want it to be easy, maybe you need to take a break. But don't give up. When you want it to be slow and you want it to be comfortable, maybe you should take a 5 minute or a 10 minute or a 30 minute, or maybe you should take a few days off so you can get back into it because you know it's not going to be easy. And then when you take a break and you don't push yourself till you fucking burn out, when you just take a break, then you come back to it with a refreshed mind. Your brain gets to take a nap. Your brain and your body, it gets to recover from all that walking and all that standing and all that lifting and all that talking and all that motherfucking, the world just at you 24/7. The world just at you all day. The world just at you all night. Whatever you do for work, whatever you do to survive, whatever you do to get through, to whatever you do to get by in this fucking system, we know it's wrong. We destroying it. We know it's not righteous, so we making it right. But as we do that, we gotta understand Can't quit. Because that hard, dark path is going to lead to righteousness. It's going to lead to success. It's going to lead to everything that you feel like you don't deserve. It's going to lead to everything that you doubt in yourself. It's going to lead to everything that you fear and you want to overcome. Because some people fear success. I don't fear death, so obviously I fear success. Because I know for a fact that I could die today, I could die right now. A bee or a hornet or anything could sting me and I could just drop dead. A fucking spider could bite me or a snake could sting me and I could die. But what if I don't? And then what if I succeed? What if I become stronger? What if I become the best? So I decided to be the best. And I only can be myself. So I decided to be the best version of myself. And then I give that version to the world because I know the world needs leaders. Because the earth already has her saviors. I'm one of them. I am a testimony to every reality that life has to throw at you. Getting locked up, getting abused, getting beat on, getting cheated on, being in an abusive relationship, and having to realize that that person that you thought was going to be the one that you lasted forever with isn't the one that you'll last forever with. And then you have to realize that you'll get another one and you'll get another chance because you're still alive and you're still here and you're still standing in your divinity. You're still standing in your testimony. You're still standing in your monumentational, however you want to put it. You're the champion. Because life is always going to try to beat you down. And every time you rise, every time you open your eyes, make sure you look in the mirror because you will see a champion.